Hello everyone, my name is Madison Gordon and I am an MPH student at Florida A&M University, and today I'll be sharing my research with you all. Every year, many Americans are diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is the 8th most common cancer within the United States. At the same time, agricultural pesticide use continues to rise across the country. What if these two trends are connected? My study aimed to examine whether county-level glyphosate use is associated with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma incidence within the United States. Why does it matter? Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma accounts for approximately 90% of all lymphomas worldwide, and incidence has increased in recent decades, particularly among older adults. Glyphosate is one of the most widely used herbicides in U.S. agriculture. It has been classified as possibly carcinogenic to humans. Because pesticide exposure is potentially modifiable, understanding this relationship has major public health implications, especially for rural and agricultural communities. This study asks a straightforward question. Do counties with higher glyphosate use experience higher incidence rates of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma? I conducted a retrospective ecological study using publicly available national datasets. County-level glyphosate use from the year 2007 was obtained from the U.S. Geological Survey. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma incidence rates from the years 2017 through 2021 were obtained from the SEER database of the National Cancer Institute. A 10-year latency window was used to reflect long-term exposure prior to disease development. After merging the two datasets using county FIPS codes, 1,684 counties had complete data. Pearson correlation analysis were performed using statistical analysis software, or better known as SAS. A weak but statistically significant positive correlation was observed between glyphosate use and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma incidence. The Pearson correlation coefficient was approximately 0.12 with a p-value of less than 0.0001. While the effect size is modest, the statistical significance suggests that association is unlikely due to chance. Notably, 70% of the counties with incidence rates 2 standard deviations above the mean were in fact rural. This reinforces geographic and agricultural exposure patterns. These findings indicate a measurable but modest association at the population level. Because this is an ecological study, causation cannot be established, and individual-level confounding factors were also not measured. However, geographic patterns observed align with prior epidemiologic research, suggesting that prolonged pesticide exposure may contribute to cancer risk. Glyphosate remains one of the most widely used herbicides in the United States. Even small associations, when applied across large populations, can translate into meaningful public health impact. These findings support continued environmental cancer research, stronger occupational protections, and improved pesticides monitoring policies. Agricultural pesticide exposure is potentially modifiable. Clarifying its role in non-Hodgkin's lymphoma development is essential for prevention and long-term population health. Thank you all for listening to my presentation. I hope it was both informative and enjoyable.